Hello everyone, today I'm working on the Mercedes W204 C200 CDI. It's got a P2455 code error, which is the DPF pressure sensor, or also known as the exhaust pressure sensor. The car constantly goes in and out of limp mode. As you can see today, it's out of limp mode because it's revving past the 3000 RPM mark. But on my previous video you can see that the engine management light was on, and it's probably going to come back again. So what I need to do is, I've got the part, and I'm going to show you guys how to change the DPF pressure sensor on this model. Guys, so first thing what you have to do is take off the engine cover. Let's put that to one side. As you take off the engine cover, you can see the pipe here. There's a pin there, there's a pin there. Pull it out from there. We may have to work around this, either remove this or let's see how much space we're working with. But if you look here towards the back, right there, that's the sensor that we're replacing there. Yeah, so let's get this removed and work our way down to the back. That's now come off. As you can see, there's a pin there. You just press that in, pull it out from there, and this little grommet here, you just turn it to the left, pull that out, and the whole thing should just pull out where it's from. This can now be taken off, so I'll put that there where the engine cover is. And now what we need to do now is, guys, loosen up this bolt here and take off this intake pipe. That's the next job there. Guys, I've now loosened the clip. This now you can move to the side. This is a MAF sensor, so be very careful with this. So there's a little grey clip there. You just gotta depress that and pull that clip out, and that will detach from the MAF sensor, and you can then remove the intake pipe. Guys, just be careful when removing the MAF sensor, because a lot of videos on here have had to snap the grey clip when removing it. So just gonna pull it out a little bit. Just use a flathead, and then just give it a bit of a wriggle. It comes out. This intake pipe is now loose. It doesn't need to completely come off, but it's loose enough for us to loosen up the clips on the ECU and remove the ECU. So that's loose. Just pull it out there. See, it's loose, as you can see. So it gives us room to detach the ECU and the airbox all as one piece. But guys, is you got this cable here. Underneath the cable, as you might be able to see that, but there's a little grommet there, so just get a screwdriver underneath there, just besides the clip, the grommet there. Just lift it up and it'll detach. So that's now detached. What you now need to do is just pry open lightly, just these here. So let's just give that a go. You can just do it with your hands, really. This red one's a little bit tight, but guys, this is all loose now. So as you can see, the cables are out, the clips are out of the area. Just be very careful when taking the clips out. What you need to do is push. So when the clips are in, just push down, and then right at the end there's these little hooks there. Just push them out. At the same time, with your fingers, lift up, and they'll start straight out. 1, 2, 3, 4 clips. Completely pull these anchors apart, and then this can now, as one piece, just be removed and is pulled and put to one side safely. Guys, what you do next is, you literally, the airbox was sitting there, this was sitting there as one piece. Once you remove those 4 clips, once you've removed the cable work to one side, this literally just pull this out, pull the intake pipe out of the box and lift it up, and the whole piece comes as one unit. It looks like there's a bit of a hole in my car now which needs filling, but as you can see now, this is a plate, and we are now literally, there's a sensor, there's a plate, we got an area to work with now, so it's going well. Guys, the next thing is once the airbox and the ECU and all that's removed, this little plate here, as you've seen below, there's 3 bolts here. I've got a bit of something nasty on my fingers there, some grease. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 8mm to remove that. So there's 3 bolts there. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. Remove those and the plate comes off. Guys, as you can see, I've removed the 1 bolt here. I've loosened 2 and 3, so it's just manually having to take these out once you've loosened them. But once these 2 and 3 come out, then this whole plate can come off. You can see now the 3 bolts have been taken out. 1, 2, 3 bolts have been taken out. This is now loose. We can now get to the pressure sensor. There's a bolt there, I think it's an 8mm, and if you look further down, there's a second bolt there that holds the pipes together. So once we've removed that bolt there, we can remove this clip and then remove that bolt, and that should give us access, complete access, and be able to remove the sensor that's there now. Guys, I've just used a 8mm spanner. Sure if you can. Silly things not focusing, but it's an 8mm spanner. As you can see, I've loosened the bolt there. Once that's loosened and completely taken out, I'll remove the clip and remove that bottom one there. Guys, the actual sensor was a bit of a ball ache to get out, but if I just show you guys, there's this clip here at the top and there's a clip at the bottom. Push that in, should hear a click, and then just pull out. Now all that's left is that bolt there, and then we should be able to remove the sensor completely. Guys, this is that last bolt, and as you can see, it comes with an attachment there, and then the wires go in between that, and it just secures the wires and keeps them secure. So remember, that goes on the wires. There's a bolt there that goes through, you just tighten that up. But yeah, so we'll put that to one side, and now we've got access to the sensor. We might need to loosen those clips up there to remove it completely, but otherwise that should be able to come out nice and easy. Guys, the new sensor is on. I had a bit of difficulty taking those clips off because I never had the appropriate tool. But what I used these, literally just pry it over, pull it together, and it just hooks on. So that took about 15 minutes of my time getting those clips on until I found this, and literally it took me a minute or well, less than that. And the new sensor's on, guys, so I'm gonna put it back and put the clip on the back plate again and start putting it back together. Right guys, as you can see, everything's been put back together. Just make sure all your clips, everything's tightened up the way it should be. There's no arrow lights on the car, nothing showing, so guys, that's how you change the DPF pressure sensor. Like the video and subscribe, and stay tuned for some more.